Hi everyone, so final video review for this week is for Enchanted Autumn by Ursula Klein. If you want to check out my review, I've just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there is a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Enchanted Autumn by Ursula Klein was a lot of magical fun. Elizabeth is in Salem. She's studying the witch trials, and she meets Roxy and Hazel, who are best friends. After a failed date with Roxy, Elizabeth finds herself exploring her feelings for Hazel, who owns a little shop that has all things magical. Elizabeth, though, isn't much of a believer in magic, and so it kind of becomes a problem for Hazel when she realises they have the potential for a great relationship, but she doesn't know how to be honest with Elizabeth about the fact that she is actually a witch. I mean, how amazing a plot line is that? So this story was so much fun, and if you've seen the book as well, it's got like it's got that bewitched feel cover to it, and it just looks a lot of fun. But it's filled with magical moments, comedy, drama, and pesky otherworldly beings that you would kind of expect to find in Salem, and they just can't help but interfere with things where, you know, Hazel's personal life is concerned. So each new chapter brought wonder and a new element of excitement in the story, and everything had the potential to mess with the way things were going to happen, you know, in a way that only magic can mess with things. And all the character dynamics were fascinating. You had the relationship between Hazel and Elizabeth, to this wonderful friendship between Roxy and Hazel. Every character just had such personality, and they had their part to play in the outcome, even those exes that were in there as well. So Hazel's life, absolute magical madness, and that wasn't the most enjoyable part of the story, to be honest. There's this whole premise of it that makes it exciting. So it's not just that all this magical madness is going on in Hazel's life. There's no other place and no other person that such things would happen to other than Hazel in Salem, and that's a really good key element of the story, this magical madness surrounding her. But it's all these extra elements that really made up the story. So these extra characters that were in it, some of the magical goings on that were outside of Hazel's control, and other bits and pieces, but also Elizabeth's sheer non-belief in magic, even though she was in the most magical place in the world. It was amazing. So I really enjoyed the whole story. Moments shared between Hazel and Elizabeth were truly magical. Then you had, you know, even when there was nothing physically magical going on, you could believe in them greatly as a couple. They were just sort of like meant to be. And then they were exciting together and alone, because when they were on their own, you really got to sort of dig down deep into who they were as a person, and you got to know them quite intimately through their thoughts and their feelings and everything they shared with you as the reader. So it was easy to get thoroughly immersed in the moments with the characters and everything going on, and just feel like you were really there, like you could picture it. You were just in that moment, you were having these experiences with them, and you were indulging in all the mayhem that magic typically causes, and it was just such fun. It was a great debut novel from Ursula Klein. It's left me really excited for what she'll bring next, and hopefully there are going to be more magical stories in store, and that some of them will include Roxy, Hazel, Elizabeth, and perhaps some of even the other characters that surrounded this story and made it so fabulous. So it was a lovely romance. It will suit both romance readers and those that lack an element of fantasy too, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to know if there'll be more future stories, or you know, what Ursula's going to write next. So I'm really excited for that. I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Enchanted Autumn by Ursula Klein, which I really hope you will. If you've read Enchanted Autumn, I would love to hear your thoughts. Please comment below, please get involved and let us know what you thought of the story. If you haven't read it yet, but it's on your to be read list, you're planning to read it, or you're now super intrigued and really want to read it, again, comment below, because it's always great to hear what you're reading. And if you do read it, I hope you have a lot of fun and really enjoy it. Bye!